What up, doe, and welcome back to Melody Renee TV, where actors, artists, entrepreneurs come to get the basics to take their career to the moon and become future billionaires. Today's topic is, drum roll please, DIY headshots. Yes. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Let's just get into it. My first tip is professional headshot. I know that is so contradictory to what this whole topic is about, but you need to be saving up to really get a professional headshot done by a professional. This is just going to be your starter kit. The DIY headshot is for you to start working now, but in the meantime, between time, homegirl, I need you to be saving up, looking for your local photographers, looking up their type of headshots that they've done, and getting on that budget so that you can get your professional looking headshots from a professional. That is my tip number one, is save to get a professional headshot. Okay, so with the high quality phones that we have, it's so easy to actually do a DIY headshot that will look very professional. With the right tips, with the right lighting, with the right editing tools, you can have a professional looking headshot that will suffice. And my tip number two, polish yourself and your clothing. This is very important. Before you can even take your shots, you have to make sure that you're going to have the right type of clothing on. You have to make sure that it's very flattering and that you're staying true to the type of characters that you are going for. If you're going for a more of a dark type of character, you don't want to be in like pinks or colors like that. But make sure that you stay with solid colors. No busy patterns. I mean, try to usually stay with the solid based color. Tops, the most flattering ones are really dark colors, because they put a lot of tension onto your eyes and your face. And that's exactly what you want casting directors to look at. Hair should be neat and makeup should be natural looking. For anybody that's wearing makeup, it needs to be very natural, no jewelry. Make sure that you are well put together and really neat, but still staying true to like your style and your swag, all right? Tip number three, location and light. Very important. Make sure that your location is clear. Usually a white background will work just fine, but anything with a solid color is really great. Make sure that there's no clutter at all. You should not be seeing anything but you. Casting directors aren't trying to see if you got a flat screen TV in the background or if you have a beautiful bed mattress spread in the background. It needs to be a solid background, no distractions, so that they can see what they are looking to cast. Make sure that you are facing a window, and you try to do it earlier in the day when the sun is up and there's not too many shadows in the background. Okay, you want that natural light to cascade on your face, and they're able to see that how you naturally look in the natural lighting. Duh. Lighting, if you are outdoors, and location, if you're outdoors, pick a simple background. Still go for something natural. All right, tip number 4 is self-timer. It is so important that you put your phone or your camera on a self-timer. If you have a newly updated phone, whether it be an Android or an iPhone, you definitely have a timer on there. Set the timer, or get your best friend, your spouse, and if you don't have that, you're going to have to set it up against something. Get your TV dinner stand, set it up against a wall, do what you have to do to get it done. If you don't have a timer for whatever reason, your phone is outdated, which I doubt, but if it is, then you can definitely use some timer apps. There are a few on the market, whether you have an Android or an iPhone. One of the ones I found most popular is the Photo Timer app Plus, but check it out. Let me know how it works for you in the comments below. Tip number 5. You need to pose differently. Also, grab another different top, throw something on, and then if you want to take up a different pose or something like that, you can just take it off or put it on to create that different look. You need to look into the camera, smile directly, and do a slight tilt of the head. I like to do a little and that will give me a natural, and it'll also give me some type of connection with the camera lens, which will transfer onto the picture. I want you to do some standing at an angle and do some square box shots for others, okay? The more you experiment, the better your chances of getting the professional looking headshot that you desire and what the casting directors are looking for. Okay. Tip number 6 is editing. Editing is very important. How you edit your photo is actually almost just as important as taking the photo. The contrast is right. You need to make sure that the sharpness is right, that it's not too sharp, but it's crisp enough that it's going to look great on a digital screen for the casting directors. My favorite on the go app is Afterlight. It is bomb.com because it has all of these capabilities. Okay, now after you edit them, you're going to export them. Make sure that you export them in the original size, okay? Do not make it smaller. It will lose its resolution and it will become pixelated and then it won't look right. After you export them, you're obviously going to upload them on all of your talent databases. Backstage is one of my favorite ones. It's one I worked with when I first started and I've gotten so many jobs from it. So I definitely recommend them. I'll leave them in the description box below as well. And if you are new to my channel and you haven't seen my previous videos, make sure that you go check out the video before this because it's basically telling you the 1, 2, 3, and 4 steps that you need to do before you even start with your headshots. So I will also link that in the description box below. Remember, guys, your headshot is the image that you use to express yourself to the world. So it needs to be right, okay? Make sure it's true to you and it represents you, okay? That's important. Ideally, professional headshots should be updated 1 to 2 years, assuming your appearance doesn't change as much. Okay, think about it like this. If your hair drastically changes, like it comes from long to short, you need to change your photos. If your weight fluctuates, you need to change your photos. Or your personal style evolves, then you need to do another DIY headshot like this. I want you to stay in tune with the galaxy. If you are new to my world, I want you to subscribe and like and hit that notification bell because next week we are going to talk about finding the right monologue for you. Stay tuned, stay focused, man. For real, believe in your dreams and never give up. I never give up. I never give up. Woo! Life is not